Here we go. Wait, is that guy? Is that his dad? I recognize him from movies, but I don't remember his name or what movies he was in. Yeah, his son. Did he die?
2 nights in a row. We should talk to him. I just don't like not knowing what he's...
Rumor is he's been spending a lot of time with Miss Green.
They're not even married.
For him. He's an adult. He can find just a little comfort in his... Good for him.
Y'all not noticing, like, y'all looking younger and younger? Like, all of them are looking younger and younger. No one's questioning this. Like you would think, especially you look at a mirror, you're like, I look younger than I did before.
Morning, you.
Oh, she's a doctor, so she's like, what the fuck is going on?
Look, do you like it? I dug it out of that footlocker in the closet upstairs.
I mean, I guess for her, it would be very obvious, like, especially how old she was. She was in her like 80s, 90s or something. Now she in her 60s, maybe late 50s, depending on your genes.
I work 2 jobs, mainland jobs, and still that don't provide enough for his sisters, which is why he does what he does. Money's got to come from somewhere, and he puts food on the table.
Oh, is she the mother of that drug dealer?
These folks here on the island don't give 2 shits about a missing boy. Well, then I don't know why you all keep lining up at church making a big show of how pious you are, because you sure as shit ain't Christians.
Ma'am, I'm not Christian.
You know what I'm...
Look, I don't think
You talk to him again. You didn't know him. These people here really didn't know him, and if they did, they didn't give 2 shits, but that's not supposed to matter. When something like this happens, we are all supposed to be the same.
What accent is this? I forget where this at.
No morning masses at all?
Time being, yeah. Father Paul probably just needs another morning or 2 to recover from that head cold. But he should be up and about tonight, isn't that?
Head cold. I've had, like, I guess head colds, you could say. I've never passed out.
Good Friday, isn't that right, honey? Dolly.
Is it old dude? Oh. If somebody don't say something, look at this woman. Her hair color's coming back.
Wow. Look at you. Oh my god. It's gunning like someone. Mom? No. Oh, what a time to be alive.
She's a doctor. She like, this is some freaky shit going on here.
Oh, hi, Mrs. Flynn. Oh, darling. Oh, honey, I heard about... Riley told us. You aren't alone.
All these people missing now. Riley's missing. Joe's missing. That woman's son was Bill or Bowl, whatever. He's missing. Because I wondered, because I mean, that'd be something for them to actually kill him off, thinking that he's gonna be the main protagonist in this story, and then he gets killed off in episode 4.
Okay?
Yeah, Riley's MIA, I guess.
Huh? He's not with Aaron Green then?
I guess not.
God damn it.
He must have started drinking again, or he got killed by a vampire.
I'm sorry.
I almost figured they have to kill him because he saw the vampire unless they locked him up or something. Maybe they may be using him like as like a blood bank type thing. Where he like let him recover, feed on him.
And you're gonna laugh at me. But I need to report a missing person.
Okay. she put all that doubt in there. And it was like, well, I need to report a missing person.
Supposed to come to my house last night, but he didn't. And I checked with his family and this morning and this afternoon, and they haven't seen him.
Your house, are you two?
No.
Did he say anything? Anything that you look at now, thinking back, that's off? Or?
No, nothing. He said he would come to my house.
Well, sure, but maybe he just.
He said he would come to my house.
I love his interactions with these people on this island.
What did you two talk about yesterday morning?
And plans for the day. A dream that he had last night.
And what did you talk about the night before?
Gee, that's kind of personal.
All right, it could be something little, something you forgot. All right, his state of mind is important. Because when I go shaking trees, and I will, all right, if it turns out he's on some bender in a mainland hotel, he might have hinted.
Well, she said she already checked the ferry and he hasn't been on the ferry. Because apparently you gotta, I guess, sign in or something with the ferry.
Death. We talked about what happened.
Oh, what she think? She don't want him to think that he killed himself.
He seemed fine. But that's what they say. People who aren't okay. People who... They say that about people who kill themselves. That they seemed fine.
They do say that sometimes, yeah.
I want to know what happened to this guy. Is he actually dead? I keep feeling like he was the hero, I guess, type. Yeah, when he got caught, I thought he was gonna run out of there or something. He got grabbed. I was like shocked.
Boys, father,
Feeling better, father?
special night, boys.
Oh,
Ears open.
okay. I'm like, what is that? That'd be weird. Like he comes in, you have all the wine or grape juice, whatever it's supposed to be, and then he comes in from his house, pouring a whole nother glass in there, like, because in that case, if that's supposed to be left over, like, why did you have it in your house? I don't know, because maybe he had a refrigerator somehow, I don't know, but.
Gunning. I'm so happy.
But do they refrigerate
Possibly
this
tell
stuff?
you. Thank you.
The communion, I don't think they refrigerate it.
Of course.
She does not like that bitch.
They took
She's
the
so
body of
fake.
Jesus.
The word passion, it means a strong and barely controllable emotion. Barely controllable. That's what Jesus felt when he gave his life for us so that we might have life eternal.
I'm surprised all these people came. He got mass at midnight. Won't he just have it at sundown? Why you gotta be at midnight?
Good story, and then God has an army. Well, I mean, no offense to the armed services, which are necessary and, of course, honorable, but that's not all that you can be. In the army, you're fighting for God and country. Now, I am going to offend you now, but
It's like the few, the proud, the disciples.
the arrogance of that. God has no country. There is one God for the world. And the lines we draw, and the treaties we draft, and the borders.
I didn't realize that he's delusional because he thinks that vampire is an angel. And he's like, well, it made me immortal, and I'm healing and stuff like that. I mean, you should think that when I'm drinking people's blood, and I would instantly think something wrong if I was old, and then now I'm like in my 30s. It's like, which some people would say is old.
In the army of God, conscience is standard issue. There are many like it, but this one is mine. So, it is a war, and there will be casualties. And
He was like, "What?" He like, What are you talking about?" He said, "Did you start to get more and more into war?" And she like, "What the fuck is going on?"
because God's will, while perfect, changes. God's will dictates morality, and as God's will changes, so does morality change. It changed with the new covenant. It changed when Jesus came. And we must, as his army, shed the old covenant and listen only to that.
He's whipping these people in a frenzy, and they gonna accept that blood. They gonna accept the changes that's happening now because they think it's God's will.
Because of where it is headed, the resurrection. Today is only good because of what's coming, Easter, this Sunday, when Jesus is
Sunday. He said,
horrible.
Who is that
because
guy?
of where it's headed.
He had the black hair
Welcome
next to the other
to
guy.
God's army. Yeah, we're gonna do great things.
Oh, that was intense. She looked like, I don't know if she's impressed by that, but she looked more like she was looking around like, the fuck is he talking about? Like, what the fuck is going on here?
Mom, stop. I don't want you going back there ever again.
What?
That is not my church. That is not the man I knew.
Oh, she's starting to remember. I guess the neurons. Damn it. Is that what it is? In the brain? Whatever. Connecting the memories that she remembered and how he was. I was like, she's really the only one there old enough to really remember him.
Where the hell have you been? I have been calling you all day.
Sorry.
Don't do that. Where were you? Where were you?
Do you remember a few days before you left town? You crawled in my window, woke me up, scared the shit out of me.
What the fuck is he?
Out. Far. Smoked a pack of cigarettes, watched the sun come up. Can you do that with me now?
You didn't tell her where you was at, though. Is he a vampire? Because his neck is healed. But I'm not 100% on the lore of this. I mean, maybe it's like I've seen other things where the vampires bite somebody and then they'll, make themselves bleed, like bite their finger or something, put it on the wound, and then the wound will heal. But that doesn't turn that person into a vampire. You have to ingest the blood. In some other lore, it has to be just blood contact with a person's or open wound or something like that. But I'm not sure. Or he took out the feed.
I'm pretty good about trust. Which is funny, considering my marriage. It was important to me that I came out of that situation with trust in my heart. And I haven't pressed because you never did. Not once, not ever. You let me come to you. I'm trying to give that back. But here we are. And I've got to ask.
Still, where were you? No one knew where you was at.
Where it all came from in the first place. Stars. Primitive man, they're hunting and gathering and stuff all day long, but at night they just sit around campfires trying to stay warm in the dark. Then they see these spots of light in the sky. They don't know what they are. They don't have a clue about space or stars or light waves. They just figure they look a hell of a lot like campfires. Who must those people be, they wonder? Lighting their campfires way up there. They start telling you.
The fuck is he talking about? Because I don't think he would buy that shit that this is an angel or something unless this thing has some ability to like mesmerize people and have them, you know, do his bidding. That'd be some like that's some like Bram Stoker's Dracula type shit. Oh, he broke his neck. He brought him back. That vampire killed him. I mean, he brought him back.
You're doing great. No, okay. Hey, you're fine. I had a sister. Did I ever tell you that? Named Al.
What? The fuck are you talking about?
I was scared too, Riley. I was terrified of death, and that's actually what brought me to God. Trying to understand how death, her death specifically, could be part of God's plan. That question, that brought me all the way to the priesthood.
I'd be like, will you stop doing that?
See, God still has a plan, and death isn't part of it anymore. Not for all of us.
This is kind of like some Salem's Lot type shit. Or I wanted to think is attack him so hard that his neck broke. Or did it break his neck afterward and then because he must have revived him. He put his blood in him.
How are you feeling? You look a lot better.
How you feel? Yeah, just ignore all that jealous shit.
I can't exactly explain, but I can give it a good try. The important thing is not...
We're vampires now?
I'm sorry, I was hoping to warn you before, but well, it's not a mistake you make twice, right?
They start blistering so fast.
Took your neck less than 6 hours to heal completely. Those burns will be no problem. Here, have a seat. I promise. I'll explain everything that I can to you, and you will feel better when I do. Sit. Give your skin a chance to heal, at the very least.
We're having a meeting?
We're having the meeting.
We're not having a meeting, we're having the meeting. I'd be like, man, what kind of bullshit are you going on here, man? I was like, I literally just ran outside and my skin started blistering and burning. What the fuck is going on?
Let's start with serenity.
You fucking kidding?
Not at all. I am not. Today you get complete and total honesty from me. And this prayer, today, it applies to me and you profoundly. Lord, grant me the serenity.
This dude, he can't believe this shit. But I mean, it's too late now. He's a vampire, unless there's some way to undo it. Like they say, oh, you gotta kill the vampire who bit you or some shit, you know, some lore like that.
Inside this box, there's a mouse that he's caught in a trap. It's in bad shape, like the tail's clipped off, like barely attached. It's suffering. And the boy hands me this box and he asks me if God will resurrect it like he resurrected Jesus. If he could do that.
He said, no, God doesn't resurrect rodents. That's what he would have said. The boy would have been like, what?
Let the mouse go behind the church before Mass. He's amazed. His belief is confirmed. He believes. This moment, it sustained him for what?
Damn, that thing like, that almost like, it tore his throat out.
Same as you, basically. You've been taken back as well. Taken back to your best self. Your peak self, your perfect self as God wanted you. I just had a lot further to go than you did. There's a lot further to go. Hey, why did you come back here?
Stop smiling like that. It's fucking creepy. It's been creeping me out this whole time. Like he always like this smile on his face.
Complete and total honesty. That's my vow to you today. So, okay, Joe was suffering, and he was suffering for no reason. The accident, then what the community put him through. He was beyond repair. Well, it's a cliche to say that the Lord works in mysterious ways, but he does. I can testify to that. And he...
No, you got hungry and you start losing yourself and you accidentally killed him.
No, you fucking killed him. You and that thing.
It cannot be changed. It's done and cannot be undone. Just like what's happened to you cannot be undone. These are two things that cannot be changed, and we must accept them with serenity together right now.
What happened to me?
Riley?
No, what was that fucking thing?
You have to calm down.
What the fuck was that thing?
An angel.
Oh, no fucking angel.
Good. He's up.
A little worse for
Oh, fuck. Why do I hate her so much? Like, I mean, I know why, but like, it's pissing me off how delusional he is. Like, he thinks this is God and all this stuff. And
stand here. Stand right here.
Are you sure?
Yeah. Good and close.
Are you certain that's a good idea?
Yeah. I'll stop him.
Stop me. Okay. Let me go. I just want to go home. I just want to fucking go. What the?
you can hear her heartbeat. Oh, boy. Wow, you can, like, see underneath her skin. He said you haven't fed, so you ain't got your strength yet. And this is horrible. It's like vampirism gives you indigestion. I'm like, I mean, I respect anybody to have that response that knows her. Jeez.
It's powerful stuff, isn't it?
She said, creatures of the night. And once you feed, I wonder, can they die? Like, if they don't feed.
And she was close to you. I know the answer. You don't have to pretend. You felt hungry. Painfully hungry. Saw things, too. Saw yourself pull her closer, closer.
That's crazy, because she's like, you can't even help yourself. Like, you can't. He couldn't even stop himself. Like, the animalistic instinct just takes over, and self-preservation.
Listen to the Holy Spirit. Listen to our conscience. Because you see, I was there too. I had been restored. I had been made young again. I had been made pure again. And then,
Pure.
like Jesus before me, I died.
You just gotta drink a little blood every once in a while. Also, basically, they die, but they come back. And then it became a instinct to feed after that. That's interesting. Like, his body, like your body, you have these vampires, their body goes into like a animalistic type state, mental state, when they haven't fed. So to preserve themselves, they would just snap out of it, go into this savage mode until they feed and then come back.
Serve the living God. Cleanse our consciences so that we may serve the living God. I read this passage and
This dude is like, he's like, what the fuck are you talking about, dude? How is this an angel?
a murderer, maybe. So was Moses. Joseph, Paul, my
He like-
namesake. I'm hardly unique as a soldier of the Lord. I'm hardly
Oh,
unique
you're a
in this
soldier
room
now.
either, am I? I mean, you've killed someone.
Yeah, but that was an accident.
Meaning here. there is purpose here that you're willfully ignoring.
It was fucking ordinary. What happened? There weren't even skid marks on my side of the road. I never hit the brakes. I didn't even tap the brakes. I was literally asleep at the wheel. That is what happened.
You know, it'd be some weird thing that happens if he remembers that the woman hit him and he didn't hear. I mean, he was blacking out and stuff, but it'd be weird if they had it where she drove into him by accident. But because he was drunk, they said, "Oh, well, you must have been the one."
All of that. How does that make you feel?
Disgusted.
How does it make you feel?
Angry.
Nope. How does that make you feel?
Fucking angry.
No! I promise you complete honesty, and I am giving that to you. And I'm tired of you lying to me, Riley Flynn. I've forgiven it time and again, but today is critical for us, and I am finished. Complete honesty. How does it make you feel?
Maybe he really is angry.
Jealous.
Huh.
God, okay. Father, grant us the serenity, courage, Riley Flynn. Courage. Let's find that now. Courage to change that which we can. God brought you back.
No, God did not bring him back.
Have some courage. God chose you. And that guilt that you're clinging to, you can let it go. God's changed you already. Now it's just...
I like how he's just changing shit up to fit this narrative that this is an angel. And God sent this angel here.
Last night, I was frightened too when it happened to me. Just about everyone, when they encounter an angel in the Bible, they are frightened. Mary was afraid of Gabriel, and he came to bring her great news. Angels always have to say, be not afraid, fear not, because over and over and over again, people are terrified. Moses was frightened when he beheld the burning bush. Jesus was frightened of his own fate. He fell to his...
I'm curious how this vampirism like works, because he was able to walk in the daylight. I guess he hadn't fed, so I thought it was like, oh, if you don't feed, then you can go out in the sun. Until he was his body forced him to feed. But is it because he died and then he was brought back?
How are things going in here? I mean, I can only imagine. But that's not exactly true. I don't have to imagine, not all of it. I've seen it. Let me tell you, Monsignor was scared. We were all tested. But for some reason, Riley Flynn, God has chosen you.
He didn't choose him. He just happened to walk in.
Blessing, and we will not question his will. That's all that's important.
And he was
You
attacked.
are being tested, as he was.
Plus, this isn't God. Even if it was a real angel, it's not. It's not God. It's an angel doing this.
And don't mock, Riley. Do not mock God's will. We know it from his...
I'd have been like, bitch, I will tear your throat out.
I will raise them up on the last day, for my flesh is real food, and my blood is real drink, and whomever eats my flesh and drinks my blood will remain in me, and I in them. Gospel of John. And it's pretty specific, isn't it?
Like, bitch, I don't care.
Really mincing words, is he?
And this? Is this in the gospel?
I know, dear.
Burning up in the sun.
The fourth angel poured his bowl upon the sun, and it was allowed to scorch men with fire. Chapter 16, verse 8. That is the thing about Jesus coming back.
So, but like, why was I chosen for this? But then the sun burns me as well. Like, so
it's all right there in the book, Riley.
No, it's not. You misconstruing shit to fit your narrative. You better not buy this bullshit, dude. I want her to... Oh, I want somebody to just tear her. Please, I hope this monster comes in and just tear her to pieces. God. She plays this so well. She want to be chosen.
Doesn't even recognize what he is being given, and I find it offensive.
It's immaterial, Bev.
I know.
So why don't he just turn you into a vampire then? He keeps saying you should be grateful. Like, bitch, I didn't ask for this. And, oh, well, God chose you. I think I was fine the way I was before. Now I can't go out in the daylight. I have to drink blood and have this animalistic instinct to attack someone because I haven't drank.
Don't be obtuse. He who drinks from the cup of the Lord in an unworthy manner is guilty of sinning against the body and the blood of the Lord. For those who eat and drink without discerning the body of Christ eat and drink judgment upon themselves.
It's okay, Riley. It's gonna happen. This is one of those things that cannot be changed. Accept it.
I hope there is some way he can turn back into a human being. I was surprised he was able to fight that as long as he could, because she was just near him and he's about to attack her, but there's actual blood in the cup.
Wisdom. The wisdom to know the difference between the things we can change, the things we can't, and the things we should.
Oh, he completely healed. No, he just needed a little bit of blood.
Wisdom. You and I, Riley, we're just the first. We know, we've seen, we've been blessed with so many others on the side.
I did not expect that. I did not expect this to happen to this guy. Fucking Sam and Dean Winchester. Oh my God. If that were to happen, I know Supernatural is on Netflix, even though it's not a Netflix show, it's a CW show. But, and plus the show's ended. But, oh man, if they got like a cameo or something in this. Oh man. Even though it wouldn't make sense in this because the vampires in that show completely different than vampires in this show. They were actually able to go out in the sunlight. It just their eyes were sensitive to sunlight, so they didn't really go out.
Your stomach full, your purpose clear, your will given over to a higher power. Do you feel at peace?
Don't buy this bullshit. No, you don't. Maybe he's just saying that.
Praise be. And the peace of God, which transcends all understanding, will guard your hearts and your minds. Bless you, my boy.
He done fell into this. Yeah, well, maybe he's fallen into this bullshit.
I'm sorry to interrupt.
That's quite all right.
The sun is down. People will start arriving soon.
Excellent. Well, I believe that's it.
That's it.
Yeah, that's the meeting.
What happens now?
Now you can go.
Just like that?
Just like that.
Go where and do what?
The wonders that you will experience out there, you'll see things you never saw before. Colors, lights that
you'll kill so many people too. Like, especially when you try to fight the thirst. And you go into your animal instinct and just murder somebody.
I thought we agreed he should stay inside the rec center.
Beverly, not everyone is ready for the Lord's revelation, Riley. Jesus took care to show them enough, but not too much. Beverly and Sturge, Wade and Dolly.
What, the mayor?
That's right. They've been blessed as well, chosen as well.
Oh,
I think you should be made to stay here, but I think
they're vampires too? Well, I mean, I know they go to mass a lot. Unless maybe they're changing. Maybe you drink enough of the blood, you start to change over time. Because that girl's like back healed. So he just gonna turn this whole island of people into vampires. Look how she wants to be really choosy about it.
You've struggled with.
Are you certain it isn't best he just stay here? Maybe just for another night or two.
Son, you are the bearer of the good news, and think on this. That hunger will return when God will.
Just completely ignore her.
You will give yourself over to it, to his will, and you will hear it in your head, the voice of his angel, like your own thoughts.
Yeah, he's like, it's too late. I've killed all the cats. and there's literally no other animals on this island, and you can't go out there and just, I guess, eat fish. So, or I guess you could attack a seal or something.
You choose to enter communion with whoever serves God's purpose for you, as you give of yourself for them to drink, as they eat of your body and drink of your blood, and you of theirs. And you are in the communion of saints, remember.
There has to be some fucking like vampire hunters or like, well, I don't know, because that thing's been in that cave, but it was like right outside the city. I don't know how long he walking, but it was in a cave right outside the city. As far as, I mean, like I said, I don't know how long he's walking, but he's an old man. I imagine he wasn't walking that long. And this vampire is just in there. Plus, he's high intelligent, flying around, has a trench coat and hat on and shit. Like, I wonder if that is what you turn into after so long of being a vampire, or is that just some other type of creature, like humanoid type creature. Who else had? I've seen eyes like that. Well, I've seen that in other vampire movies. Obviously, I'm trying to remember which ones. Ooh, that's spooky. It's almost like he can see sounds. Like, he just stand up like fucking Michael Myers or some shit. So the mayor, hunger pains. So the mayor and his wife are vampire. I imagine his daughter is too, because she's been going to mass just as much as they have. He better not be in that room just standing. Quiet as a church mouse. Yeah, of course. Or has he chosen her to feed on and turn? Because he like, if I feed on you, I'm going to kill you.
So you've told me that story.
You out there by yourself with him.
Brought me out here. You
She like,
I mean, you brought me out here where there's nowhere for me to go. To what exactly?
like, take a wild guess. He just told you he's a vampire, basically. Does vampire not exist in this world? Like, no one's using the word. That'd be the first thing that I would say if he described the event that happened. So you're a vampire, especially with the blood drinking and the sun scorching your skin. It's like The Walking Dead, where the zombie lore doesn't exist in that world.
I'm not scared.
He's like, you should be.
Not of you. My dear. Dear you. If you are sick, or if you need help, I'm not scared of that.
I ain't gonna lie right there. I thought he was about to attack her mid-sentence.
Tell me what you need. Tell me why we're out here. Tell me what you want.
Just like getting an STD or something. It's like, someone's like, well, you got this to deal with now. Good luck.
brought you out here so I'd have nowhere to go.
Oh, he trying to fight it?
What do I want? I want you to take this boat and row to the mainland and leave this place and never look back.
Is the sun coming up?
But I knew you wouldn't do that. I knew you wouldn't believe any of this unless you saw.
Oh, he about to just kill himself.
To run. But I believe you're gonna row back there and do everything you can to try and save them. I'm just so sorry you have to see this. I love you, Aaron Green.
Oh wow, this is fucked up.
I love you.
I was wondering, I said, is that because it was getting bright on one side? I was thinking, was that the sun coming up over the horizon? He doing a 30 days a night. What? Oh, I was like, nothing happened. Well, now he's burning alive right now. Oh, it's the girl. She like, now you can go to heaven. Oh, they not gonna show him like just it go. Oh wow, they still, you can still hear it. Oh wow, the frame rate was at 18. What is with OBS? Why is the frame rate going down so low all of a sudden? Like it wasn't doing that shit before. It would go down maybe a few frames. Like the lowest, it would go like 25. It's like 18, 16. Damn. I almost started crying. I didn't think he was gonna kill us. I thought maybe they'll do a thing where he uses his newfound abilities to stop this. Or I was trying to be optimistic, like, oh, maybe they're doing a thing where if he kills the creature, it'll turn everybody back to normal. Or, maybe cut off the vampirism. And, the girl can keep her, her legs and stuff like that. His parents can still stay the age they are, whatever age they going back to. Because they haven't gone back to the, I guess he said your best self. They look like they were in their 50s. At least. Late 50s, maybe even early 60s. And look like they're now probably in the early 40s. But oh man. Wow. I don't even know really what to say. Like, man, I'm still kind of like I'm getting ready to cry. Damn, that's fucked up. Man was trying to he's doing better, doing a rekindle with the old, love that he had. And then he gets turned to a fucking vampire. And he's like, well, so you are now. You gonna have to kill people. That's just how it is. And he had to show her. He just sat there and just burned up. At first I thought, so, okay, they're not gonna show it. And And that girl's like, "Oh, we can go to heaven now." I said, "Okay, he's dying, obviously." They showed this dude engulfed in flames. Oh man. And now she gonna be probably even more upset because now she's really looking at like she drank that communion because she was going to that midnight mass too. So now they probably like that's probably what killed her baby because that baby just like as if she was never even pregnant. She's like, oh uh maybe you miscarried and it came out and you didn't know. It's not like that guy didn't think. I guess if you're a vampire, you can't have children. It just kills the infant inside. Man, damn. I liked him too. I wonder, is this like getting a season 2, or was this like a limited series where it's like, oh, this is only it's limited unless it makes money, and then they're like, okay, we're gonna do something else with it. But man, they gonna have to turn. Cause they gonna turn old boys. They probably gonna turn his son Raul. They gonna turn. Well, that's his real name in real life. Name's Raul. His first name. Dude from the sheriff from I am Zombie. I Zombie. This is another show I was thinking about starting reacting to, but I need to do a lot more editing. I need to finish up some shows. Because I want to look at stuff and I keep going and reacting to stuff. And the show and the other stuff that I haven't finished editing is still sitting there waiting. Or I'm slowly editing. I edit one episode a fucking month. Like it's not that difficult to edit these. I mean, it can get a little difficult because they keep some stuff. I don't know why, because it's not the same across the board. Like some things, like when I was watching Psych. Now, first, that's an old show, and I was editing those videos, and I think it was NBC was claiming them, and they kept claiming and blocking, and kept claiming and blocking, kept claiming and blocking, and I was like, how? Because I was like, I mean, I cut down so much. I was like, then they started claiming parts where I had cut the reaction and it was just me talking and it wasn't even on the screen what I was reacting to. The show wasn't on the screen and it claimed like all of that, like one whole big part. I talked for like a minute, maybe a little bit over a minute, and it claimed all that, and I was like, what the fuck? And then I was like, okay, well, I wanted to test something, so I put up just, I think it was 5 or 10 seconds of a clip of me watching a clip and just to see. Got claimed. So I was like, they really don't want you to watch. I said, maybe that's why I don't see a whole lot of people watching Psych on YouTube, like doing reaction video. But then I said, then again, it is an old show. So I mean, I don't see people doing, reactions to like Burn Notice or well, I have seen people do reactions to like Supernatural, but Supernatural kept going, up to more present day. So then like Psych ended in 2008 or 9 or something like that. I thought it was up for like 8 years. But I don't see people reacting like Smallville, or anything like that. But we have to see. Maybe those shows I'll do full reaction, upload the full reaction, and put it on Patreon or something. But because some of the stuff I did like trying to edit that shit and then find out that it's not gonna get accepted at all on YouTube pisses me off. So because I'm sitting there editing for hours and then just like, no, this is not gonna work at all. But anyway, we'll see. Anyway, hope you enjoyed my reaction. If you did, make sure you hit that thumbs up button down below. Make sure to subscribe if you're new here. Hit that bell. You'll be notified when I upload new videos. Comment down below. Share this video. I'll see y'all next time. Peace.